The White House on Thursday released a summary of the after-action reports on the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, laying part of the blame on President Joe Biden's predecessor, Donald Trump.
President Biden inherited a force presence in Afghanistan of some 2,500 troops. That was the lowest since 2001. He inherited a special immigrant visa program that had been starved of resources. And he inherited a deal struck between the previous administration and the Taliban that called for the complete removal of all U.S. troops by May of 2021, or else the Taliban, which had stopped its attacks while the deal was in place, would go back to war against the United States.
White House National Security spokesman John Kirby told reporters at a press briefing Thursday that Biden was left with a stark choice: withdraw all U.S. forces or resume fighting with the Taliban. The report points to deliberate degradation by the Trump administration, an accusation that Kirby said refers to the drawdown of U.S. troops during Trump's time in office, the release of thousands of Taliban prisoners, the negotiation of the Doha Agreement to end the war without the local government, and the virtual freezing of an Afghan visa program. Kirby said the Trump administration was not forthcoming when asked for withdrawal plans, affording little in the way of transition between the administrations. The Taliban overran Afghanistan in August 2021 as the former Western-backed government in Kabul quickly collapsed and the last U.S. troops withdrew.
No agency predicted a Taliban takeover in 9 days. No agency predicted the rapid fleeing of President Ghani, who had indicated to us his intent to remain in Afghanistan up until he departed on the 15th of August. And no agency predicted that the more than 300,000 trained and equipped Afghan national security and defense forces would fail to fight for their country, especially after 20 years of American support.
13 U.S. service members were killed by a suicide bomber at Kabul's airport during the evacuation. The 12-page document acknowledged that the administration learned lessons from the withdrawal and now errs on the side of aggressive communication about risks in a destabilized security environment. But Kirby said leaving the country was ultimately the right choice.
America is on a stronger strategic footing, more capable to support Ukraine and to meet our security commitments around the world, as well as the competition with China, because it is not fighting a ground war in Afghanistan.